Hi, this is Editor Troxel. There's actually one more place where envelopes can be found, and this is on bus tracks. And technically you can also have envelopes on audio tracks as well. And so let's look at that added into this tutorial as well. So we're going to do this one a little bit different. We're not going to use our find routine. We're just going to go through and list all the ones that can be found. And by doing that, you can find a way you can use those names in order to go through and pass it into a find routine. So let's see how all this is going to work. And let's create a project with some envelopes on it, and we'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is add an audio track since we don't have any audio tracks there. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press B on the keyboard, which opens up the master bus track. You can also put that under View, Audio Bus Tracks. There's also a video bus track that you can view, and we don't need to view that one right now. So I'm going to turn that one back off. And then I'm also going to insert an audio bus. And this is called bus A. On this track, we can actually insert an audio envelope and tell it to go to bus A. And so that gives us a bus A envelope. We can also go into our FX, and if the FX is automatable, then you will have this button here, and you can actually turn on the pieces that you want to automate. So let's turn on threshold in this case. Now the same thing down here, we can add an FX. Well, it's easy to just choose the automatable ones, and then we can pick any of these, and let's just pick Graphic Dynamics, and we'll click this button again, and let's do the output gain. And then we can do the same thing here. It doesn't matter which one, we'll just pick any of the effects, push this here, and let's change the dry out and the chorus out. Oops, don't want that one. So now, let's look at our script. So what we want to do is, first of all, we're going to look at track 0, which is the timeline track number 1, which we're going to display. And then for each envelope on that track, we're going to show the envelope type, and then we're going to show the envelope name. Then I'm going to show you the count of the bus tracks, and then we're going to go through each one of those bus tracks, and then we're going to look at the name of that track, and then we're going to look at all of the envelopes on that particular track, and then we're going to display the envelope type and the envelope name. So let's see how that works. So timeline track number 1, it shows a bus A, which we added, and then it shows an automation min, which is the track compressor threshold. Then it's showing that we have 3 bus tracks. Remember, we showed the video bus. We also have the audio master, and we have bus A, which are shown below. So here we have video, which had nothing. Now we have master, which has an automation min, which is the graphic dynamics output gain. And then it has a bus A. And then on the bus A, we have the automation min, which is the chorus modulation rate, and a 302, which is chorus dry out, and a 303, which is chorus out. So as you can see, the bus envelopes are a little bit different than the other envelopes in that the names aren't quite as consistent. So if you're looking for something of a specific type, you can find the automation min, for example. You can find the envelopes going to bus A, for example. But if you want to look for a specific envelope, You might need to actually go through and look for the name, but you might need to go through and use a routine like this to find out what names are there. So you can find the envelopes and you can modify the envelopes just fine, but finding and modifying them may be just a little bit more difficult than the ones on the standard track, event, and transition. So I hope you find this tutorial useful. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next tutorial. Please sign up at www.jettv.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.